Okay, so what we're going to do today is continue on with transformations, but this time we're going to create the table of the transformed function given the table of the original function. So here we have g of x, which is going to be our transformed function, equals 4 times f of x plus 3, all minus 6. The c value is going to affect our x. Now the tricky thing here is, remember, that means that it's going left 3. So these are going to get more negative. So we're going to subtract 3 from each in order to move them further left. And then A and D are going to affect the y value. So when we do these, we're going to take each one and just do order of operations. So 4 times 9 is 36. Minus 6 is 30. Four times 4 is 16. Minus 6 is 10. So we're just taking these y values, multiplying them by 4, and then subtracting 6. And then we've got 9 again. So that'll give us 30. And minus 6. So 4 times 25 is 100. Minus 6 is 94. And there we go. Next class, we're going to do stuff with graphing, but for right now, it's just the tables. So this time our graph is going left 1. So we're going to subtract 1 each time. And then we have an a value but no d value. So we're just going to multiply these y values by 1/2. We're not going to add or subtract anything because there's nothing to add or subtract. And 0. Okay. So remember, when we multiply fractions, this is a whole number. So we put it over 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. So that's where the 1/2 comes from. Okay, this time the graph is going right 2. So we're going to add 2 so that the x value will be 2 further to the right. Now we're going to take these y values, multiply them by -3, and then we're going to add 27. So -3 times -27 is +81, plus 11 is 92. -3 times -8 is +24, plus 11 is +35. -3 times -1 is +3, minus 11 is -8. -3 times 0 is 0, or plus 11. Okay. So 3 plus 11 is 14. That'll be 11. Okay. -3 times +1 is -3, plus 11 is 8. There we go. This time we don't have an a value or a d value, so the y's are going to stay the same. The only thing that's going to change is our x value. It's going right 9, so we're going to add 9 to it. There we go. This time there's nothing in there with the x, so the x values stay the same. And we're going to multiply all of our y values by -5/3 and then subtract 6. 1 minus 6. -5/3 times 1 is -5/3, minus 6 is -3/3. Okay. -5/3 times 2 is -10/3, minus 6, which is the same thing as 18/3 because 18 divided by 3 is 6, gives us -28/3. Okay, I'm going to move up here because we're running out of room down there. -5/3 times 3 is -5, minus 6 is -11. Negative 5/3 times 4 is negative 20 thirds, minus 18 thirds is negative 38 thirds. Okay, last one. We have x plus 4, which means it's going left 4. So we're going to subtract 4. In order to move it to the left 4. Our a value is a negative 1. Remember, if we don't have a number there, it's 1. There's a negative out front, so it'll be negative 1. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1, minus 13 is negative 14. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2, minus 13 is negative 15. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4, minus 13 is negative 17. Negative 1 times 8 is negative 8, minus 13 is negative 21. Negative 1 times 16 is negative 16, minus 13 is negative 29. So there we go. If the transformation is left, we're going to subtract that number. If it's going to the right, we're going to add. And then to get the new y value, multiply the original y value by a. And then you're going to add or subtract d, depending on if it's plus or minus.